So you've done step one on your new Tenkara to rig the line up. You've tied a knot in the end of your Lillian. Now you have a choice to make. You have 3 lines that come with your kit. Okay, so there's a traditional furled Tenkara line. This line will sink. It may spit off a little bit of water as you're casting, but it's really supple. It has no memory in it. It's really easy to cast. It does sink a little bit, so if you want to fish a nymph or something like that, you get a little bit underwater. That's a good choice. Then we have a traditional PVC floating line. You're fishing a dry fly, or you want to fish real shallow with a nymph, you can use this one. Then you've got a third option, which is a hybrid. So you have at the butt of the line, you've got a PVC floating line, and then you've got a short section of traditional furled Tenkara line. And that's a good kind of hybrid. It's easy to cast, it floats where you want it to float, it sinks where you want it to sink. That's a great line to use. But I think the floating one looks good on the camera, so I'm going to do this one for demonstration. When you unpack your line, the way these are all packaged is the butt end of the line is sort of wrapped around the spool, the loops here. So you're just going to find the little white piece of backing on the end at the end of the line, and you're just going to unwrap it. Okay, it's usually wrapped around 5 or 6 times maybe, right? And once you get that all on all the wraps, then you're going to have this. You can hold it with your line, with your hand with your line like this, and you can get it all undone. And then what you're going to find is you've got a little section at the very tip here where you can tie your fly on. So this is, I'm going to show you an easy way to tie this Tenkara line to this reel, okay, or to this Lillian. You don't have to, it's just right from the end. I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it over, right, until I get kind of like 2 little wings there. And then I'm going to fold them over like this. Now I've got those 2 little holes. I'm going to slide this through the 2, and I'm going to pull it, and it's going to be almost like I made like a self-cinching knot here. It's a little bit complicated to see. We'll have a diagram for this, but it's super easy. Once you figure out how to do it, you're going to say, how, of course, that's how it works. It's so easy. Or at least that's what I did. So all I've got is sort of a loop-to-loop here, and that little knot that you tied in your Lillian is going to prevent that from slipping off. The harder you pull on your Tenkara line, the harder it will grab around the end of the Lillian, and that's it.